God, this thing is huge. Oh my God! Keep restoring that. Nasty green looking stuff. Oh yeah, sweet. So that's what I wanted to do. These guys are so friendly. So deep now. That's awesome. Whoa!
Let's
catch them up.
Woo! With Catch 'em All Fishing with Zak Catchem.
Look at this fish. Oh my God. Catch them up. Guys, our pacoons are all stacked up right there, but they actually don't look like they're too happy. They're freezing right now. This water level, I mean, it's perfect for them as far as the depth, but our pond is like ice cold. Right now it's warm, it's 77, but at night it dropped down to the 40s. It was horrible. Zapped our fish. I should have raised the water levels a day ago and I didn't. Last night, our arowana just perished. It was just, boom, got zapped, dude. I thought we were gonna have an extra week because it said it was 80s, like today it's supposed to be like 80 some degrees, and I failed. I failed these fish, man. All the fish in here, however, have been doing amazing. The arowana that was by the stingrays, obviously no more. Got zapped, dude. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna raise the water levels and I'm gonna take these gigantic pacu, hybrids, and tambaki and spread them around in the ponds behind us. Those two albinos are actually red bellies, and the green one just to the left, it's like almost completely camouflaged. We're gonna take them out so you can see them. The green ones are actually purebred tambakis. They're really hard to get. And the big giant black one is actually a hybrid between the tambaki and a red belly that they call a black pacu, and it's massive. Look, he's right in the center right now. That thing is huge. So we got to get all 5 of these pacu and spread them out. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to put a pause on the sturgeon, but this guy, Red, I don't know if he was born in cold weather, but red tails really shouldn't be moving around like that. Big Red is doing great. I want to isolate him though, so we can go sun himself, do whatever he wants to do. The pacu doing circles, they're okay, but I have a bad feeling, dude. I have a bad feeling. The coldest part of the winter is actually supposed to be in a week, but we just got zapped. I don't know what it was. We got zapped, bro. All of the minnows have come back. We even have glass minnows. This is just so healthy. The whole entire in-ground system, without having any liner, has made these fish ridiculously healthy, even in the coldest parts of the winter. Honestly, I feel like if I didn't mess with that arowana and I just left it in the back, even though it's a little bit chillier, I feel like the arowana wouldn't have died. I think I just stressed it out too much by moving it around. I tried to do too much to save it, and I think I ended up killing it myself by moving it around. These system that we made for them, I mean, they are just stunning. They're all chilling. They're eating every single day, happier than ever. I mean, like I said, the St. Johns River is like up north in Florida, so it is much colder. I mean, it's getting in the 30s every day over there, so I'm not surprised that the stingrays are doing great. These guys are so friendly. They're doing so well. So the stingrays are doing great. That enclosure's not going anywhere. I'm gonna leave them as is, but like I said, when I do put arowanas in here in the future, the water levels are going to be raised up, so I won't have to worry about that issue, and I won't be handling them as much. They'll be in there, and they're in the warm and then into the cold, which I think if we just did it a little bit earlier, if I moved that arowana a month earlier, we would have been set, but I think I messed up. So back here is where all those pacu were. We got rid of most of the pacu, but we kept 5. We're gonna actually put the 2 tambaki over there where all the koi and the big catfish are, because they don't peck at fins. They don't like eat other fish's fins like those red bellies, man. Those red bellies and that big black pacu, they just chew on fins like piranhas. What we're also gonna do soon for my children, wife, and everybody, I'm gonna put a zip line from that tree over here that goes across the water somewhere over here, or maybe to this tree. I don't know. And I was also thinking about building some type of tree house, guys. I don't know. I have a lot of things I want to do to this yard that I'm slowly doing day after day, a lot of building, and I obviously want to build some type of dock out here too. I'm pretty excited about that. The only thing that has really thrived with all this is our little beautiful meadow. Look at this. Look how big these guys got. There's like 4-leaf clovers in there. Our clovers look great. Everything else, I mean, the fish and the natives down here, nothing like this. The non-natives, the invasive, nothing like this cold weather down here. I remember back in like 2000, I think 10 or something, I don't know. I mean, there was a snook kill that like every single snook, it was around Dania Beach, there was like just littered with giant dead snook. And before then you could catch like a 5-foot snook easy with just any live bait, even artificial, dude. I was casting like a rapala this big and catching a 5-foot snook. The magnificent, beautiful work of art this pond back here. You can see right to the bottom without those pacu stirring up anything. But I am gonna put the mega pot. That guy is like 50 pounds, and I'm gonna put those 2 albinos back here, which you can see from space. Now I need to go back here to raise the water levels. I'm gonna install some new stuff I got from Lowe's. This actually pokes up. This is hard to find. If you don't find what you need from Lowe's, these are 6-inch connections in PVC. Check the back. There's like a back wall. Sometimes everything's like sitting in clearance because a lot of people aren't gonna use 6-inch PVC. See, this is 6-inch, right where my finger is. 6-inch PVC. That is as good as it gets. I mean, for exits, moving stuff around. 6 inches what I went with because it's such a big system. You can go with 3-inch, whatever your system you're working with, whatever you're building. If you're doing even pools, like look at that, our beautiful setup over there. A pool pond is gonna do great for 90% of everything, especially if you have a really nice filter on it. I mean, then you can put a heater on it and take your time. I personally like the lake water because it doesn't get better and more natural than that. You got the tools, all you need. I think this is a 5/16, right? So what we have here is, this is just a way to connect all of these pipes the easiest way. 5/16 and bomb. And that tightens it and loosens it. So you can quickly make changes or empty the pond, drain the pond, do whatever you need to do. Then we're grabbing those giant fish. I think we're probably gonna weigh them and put them back in the pond where they should have been the whole time. It's crazy how warm it is out here and how cold it was last night. I mean, literally, from freezing your giblets off to just baking out here in the sun. Whoa! I was almost a goner. Water is so freaking cold. Oh yeah, sweet, got it. So that's what I want to do. Boom, that's one attachment. I'm gonna keep that as is in case I just want it as is. And that's gonna be that. LeBron, nice. And all I need to do to raise the water levels essentially is put something like this on. The right water level was like, actually I can see it right here. This was the original water level. So to raise it 3 inches, I just need it to be 3 inches. It's actually perfect if I could just slide this right on. That's it. That was the easiest thing I've ever done. Surface level of the water is gonna come up to here, then I'll probably have an extra 1/2 inch, right? And that's gonna be the entirety of this pond system. Just gonna come up just that little tiny bit. That little 3 inches is gonna matter so much when that cold air is hitting the surface of the water. That 3-inch penetration, dude, you'd be surprised. 6 inches to 3 inches, massive difference. As you can see, this one exit in itself is strong enough to take out all this water, so that's why I have 2. But I had to mention that Timmy was telling me while we cut the cameras that there isn't much of a difference between 3 and 6 inches in the grand scheme of life. Just really when it comes down to water levels. That's really the only point in life where that would actually matter. And because this is adjustable, it'll be really easy to adjust it to the height of this PVC. So that's it. Boom, just like that. It's like a glove. And then I just gotta eye it, just eyeball it. And I think what I'm gonna do is tighten it just as is. And that's that, guys. Now we just gotta be patient and wait for this water to literally rise. Black and white hanging out together, guys. This is a lot of water we're waiting for. I should have done this a week ago, bro. I know I wouldn't have lost the arowana. Having that just all natural aspect, everything a fish needs to survive, any little rock, pebble, every little tiny bacteria is just sitting right there for them. All the weeds and roots, worms, everything that it needs is all perfectly lined up and just built for it naturally the way God made it. I feel like our pacu and everything else will have a better chance in the ponds themselves than out inside that pool pond. I'm just happy Big Red is over there. I mean, he's the coldest red tail I've ever seen. He's a monster, but he's handling that cold like it's nothing. We're gonna get those pacu and just gonna start moving them around just a minute as soon as that water level rises. Ray Ray, Pancake. Well, at least Ray Ray and Pancake won't have anyone to bother them anymore. But I don't need this anymore because we have no arrow. And I am gonna isolate the arrows and make them all grow out. They're gonna be really happy. I think we're gonna even get them to reproduce. Obviously, if we don't murder every single one. My goal eventually is to also get rid of that pool. Even though I love it, I might actually keep it forever, but I also kind of want to get rid of it. It's like a 50-50 split. That's all good. These little temporary fixes, guys, I keep a couple of them on hand at all times. It's a great way to have an all natural like barrier, especially if you have like a pool or a pool pond. I mean, it stretches out. You can just boom, and that's all it takes. And it's a PVC on the other side. It'll last forever in the water. It's a great idea if you want to have a natural barrier. Aside from fish that'll chew on it, be careful with that. I mean, our stingrays will definitely like this getting out of there, and it's always good to get it's always good to get one less thing out of there, or one more thing out. This looks great. I mean, great. 3 inches is like so much water. You guys don't even understand. I mean, I don't even understand. There is so much more water in this pond in general with just an extra 3 inches. The depth, not only the depth, but the amount of oxygen in the water, the amount of time that you have in case like a pump shuts off or some terrible thing happens. That is a lot more safety with just 3 extra inches. Look at all the babies. Where there's death comes life. All right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to scoop up some of these giant fish. Now, the smallest one out of all of them is 20 pounds. The biggest one is definitely over 50. So this is gonna be a lot to deal with, but we got the muscle to do it. My elbow is actually blown out, guys. I'm in a lot of pain, so it is gonna be difficult, but at least with some of the smaller fish, we only have like a 20-foot walk over to this pond. Smaller, 20 and 30 pounds. All right, I'm gonna try with this net. If not, I'm gonna use the mega net and then switch over to this net for the transport. So that's not working. They already dodged me. But I could get lucky, and not getting lucky. I might get lucky right now, actually, with this guy. Not that guy. Not the monster. Oh, ankles. Oh, it took my, got your ankles, buddy. Okay. Well, I got lucky. Well, crashing and stuff. See if I can fix this net really quick. Help me out. Oh my God. Okay. Oh. Talk about a machine. Have you ever seen a fish pull someone on land like that from a net? That is insane. Holy cow. Okay. Now, while he's green, I don't care because it's such a short trip. And see you next fall. Come on. Into the deeper pocket. Wow. I'll show you guys a smaller one. This thing is, I can't get him out. Ah, come on, get out. What the tank, okay. Gosh, holy moly macaroni. Now I'm gonna show you the smaller one, has the same patterns. That thing about kicked my butt. Like I said, these fish are huge. That fish itself was 30 pounds all day long, maybe more. See if I can coax this guy with his ankles. Oh my God! Your boy's fast as lightning. The smaller net I can move faster, which is great, but it's tough. It's tough to scoop them. But I want to show you how beautiful a fish this is, if I can. I just don't want to stress him out too much. This cold weather is not good to combine with stress. Come on, watch out, don't get too splashed. I want you to see the patterns.
The water's cold.
Yeah, it is. I want you to see the patterns. Okay, I'm gonna have to take them out. Check this out. Look at the patterns on this beautiful fish. And look how big he got. We caught this thing. I actually caught him. I found him in the lake. I caught him. He was about that big. And now look at the size of this thing. That thing is so fat. Look at that. It doesn't get better than that. So this fatso I'm gonna put right in. Easy way. Check that out. Beautiful. Now those two don't bite tails. That's why I'm putting them in here with the koi. We've obviously had horrible experiences in the past with pacu chewing koi fish tails. They don't seem to mess with anything else but koi, and they mess with tiger shovelnose catfish. They don't mess with red tails so far from what I've noticed. But we have these other boys back here, and we're gonna take them, put them in the cold water in the back. I still think it's gonna be better for them, especially now that we raise the water levels, and Big Red will be by himself in there instead of having any stress with those rhinos. This is a king. of pacu. This is a hybrid between tambaki and red belly, which equals a black pacu, which is a monster, or it's a hybrid between a black pacu and a tambaki. One or the other. It is a hybrid and it is massive, and it is about 50 pounds. He's looking right at me right here. I'm gonna try to get him away from Big Red and the two albinos. Hopefully he doesn't rip me in half. He's so big. He's trying to turn around. Oh, he's turned around. It's okay because I have the two albinos right here and I got one. Come on. Oh my God, he just took my ankles. Gonna try with the fast net. What are you doing? Got him. All right, we're gonna he's running too. Whoa, flying, come on. Come on, baby, let's go. Come on, baby. Come on. Ah, he slapped. Oh, he broke the net. Put him right here. It's all good. See him? Look at that. Look at the colors on that thing. Go ahead. Swim sideways. Actually, it's so deep now he can even swim in the shallow part. Look at that. Go ahead.
Nice.
Go that way. You remember this place, Fado? So deep now. That's awesome. You can see those guys from outer space. So I'm gonna put his brother in here now too. Look at him, he's going off. Going off, he's like, thank God I'm back here. That stupid idiot. Catch him all fishing, what a dummy. Killed my friend the arowana. Almost killed me, putting me with this gigantic monster of a red tail, Big Red. Big Red is never having a tank mate ever again. I'm so sorry. I failed everything, including this net. This might be the last time we use it, but might 100% is. I'm gonna see if I can still knock out one more fish. Maybe, I don't know if I'll be able to knock out the big one, but maybe one more albino. Come on, albines. Come on, albines. Ankles. Oh, ankles! What? Went in the net, went out. But this pond is just small enough for that to be difficult. Smacked it and broke it. I still think this is usable. Got him. Come on, Net. Hold 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 on. Come on. Like I said, we got one more fish in this net. Come on. Right, the net is toast. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is your home forever now. You got 3 more inches. Look at that thing glistening, boy. Yeah. We should just raise the water levels. I had to do double the work like an imbecile. It is what it is. You live, you learn, right? Unfortunately, it costs the lives of my beautiful pets sometimes. Greenback is looking happy. He's like, this is what I needed. Yes, big boy looking good. So he's right here. And we have Mr. Floppy, the broken net. I don't know. We're gonna try to get this one last fish out. It's 50 pounds. If we scoop this thing out, I mean, this is the last time we're using this poor innocent net. He definitely fought for his life. He's caught many giant fish, giants. Fought valiantly. Warrior Excalibur after one more water dragon. This 50 to 60 pound water dragon has kicked up everything. A little bit that there is snail poo. This thing is a gigantic, this is like a dinosaur. He's right in front of me. Oh my God. Oh, my ankles. Like I said, my right arm is not the best, guy. I'm gonna have to go lefty. Oh my God, got it. Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Come on. Oh God, this thing is huge. Oh, oh my God. Get out. You've destroyed the net. The net's in half. Come on. All right, guys, we need to get him out. We're just gonna run and get it. Come on. Ah. Ah.
You ain't running that fast this time.
Definitely not. I'm trying to turn so y'all can see it.
Boy, that thing's massive.
Just a minute. Okay. Okay. I have to go. My one-handed bandit boy. Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's a safe relief. Right into the mud. He's in there. That's what happens when you try to experiment and do a little too much. Sometimes you just gotta let nature take its course, man. Trying to save all these fish from the weather. What I ended up needing to do is save the damn fish from myself, moving them around. Should've just left those guys in there along with that arowana. Instead of putting that poor arowanas over there, that flash frozen. But now we raised the water levels like we said we were gonna do. I think that's gonna be a big help, guys. This is already like, I don't even know how much water that actually is. 3 inches, like across at least 100 feet. So we'll see what it is, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. I want to show you something really cool, and don't forget that zip line is going soon. Right into the back of this pond, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. And wish me luck on this cold front coming up. We'll see if we have any more fish. Otherwise, we're gonna have to catch them all. Catch them up! So all this nasty green, like algae looking stuff came out of nowhere. This is the next day. So thank God I raised the water levels 3 inches. Just so, you know, they have more oxygen stuff to play with. The pumps are actually pretty low. So everything is looking good. I still fed them just to give them a little bit more fat. As you can see, big boy right there. Our shark is right on the surface right there. And then everybody looks great. 3 inches didn't do much as far as going against the water clarity. We can see that beautiful, beautiful saw on that, what's it called? Catfish. Saw. I always forget the name of that catfish. I don't know why. I say it 100 times. Everyone's freaking out because there's probably some predators here this morning, but they look great. They look great. Largemouth bass is right here, along with the couple pacu we put over here, the tambaki. It's the pacu species, greenback, and that's a giant gourami. In the morning, everyone looks good, and there's the other tambaki. These guys look great. Pancake and flapjack looking great. The wall's looking great. Everything's holding up. And going all the way back there to our 3 superstars in the back. Let's see how they're looking. Looks like we haven't had any predator activity at all. I don't know if it's the cold or what, but let's see if we can sneak up on these 3. The glare is not, I probably should have went from the other side. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can get ahead of this glare. Nah. I am concerned about all that green stuff layering up, but I don't know. Hopefully it's not the worst type of algae, but it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too good. It's those bubbles are what are scary. I don't even know. Some little toxic sludge, but yeah. Where'd they go? Oh, here they are. So all 3 of these guys, it's just these 3 back here for now. And hopefully they can handle the cold. I'm worried about them, but I mean, they look good so far. There's 2, you can't even see the big 50-pound fish right beside them. But yeah, all 3 of them are right here, looking great. And our exits performing perfectly as expected. Hopefully that green stuff doesn't affect these guys, but there is a lot of it across the pond.
Catch him up! Catch him up!